In this video, we're looking at the worst character from Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin. It's not the man who killed Uncle Tom. It's not the guy who took Cassie from her lover and children. It's Marie St. Clair. Hi, my name is Jeremy, and welcome to Elwyn Studios. While doing research for this video, I came up with a bunch of one-liners to describe who and what Marie exactly is. So for this video, we're just gonna read a few of my favorites. But before I get into that, you should probably have a bit of context about the character. Marie was raised by a rich slave-owning family. Now she's the wife of Uncle Tom's second master, Augustine St. Clair. She is the mother of Eva, the girl who befriends Uncle Tom and tries to free all the slaves. The family lives near New Orleans, and they are introduced around the middle of the book. Now, I have 3 sentences to describe who and what I think Marie is. Number 1, Marie St. Clair is a heartless flowerpot of the highest order. What I mean by a flowerpot is that she's quite pretty externally, but on the inside, it's just dirt. The first and second description of her say she was a woman with beautiful eyes and $100,000. She was raised in a rich slave-owning family, but was she really that heartless? Yes. Very much yes. After a long trip, her own husband and little girl came home. Was she out in the yard to greet them like all the slaves were? Nope. Was she at the door? Nope. Was she lying on the couch? Yes. And when her family came in, she didn't even look up. Her little girl came up and kissed her, and the first words she said were, and I quote,
"Oh, that'll do. Take care, child. Don't make my head ache."
Number 2, Marie St. Clair is the only villain I can't feel sorry for in the book. When it comes to sympathizing with a character in a novel or movie, you need to establish some sort of humane side to them. With Simon Legree, Uncle Tom's killer, it's his mother who forgave him of all his wrongs till the day that she died, and her memory that haunts him. For people like Mr. Shelby, Uncle Tom's first master, he seems cold, but when Uncle Tom is taken away, he can't bring himself to speak to him because Uncle Tom was the one who raised him. Cruel for him to sell Uncle Tom, yes, but the humanity is still seen in him. Not so with Marie. I can find a way to feel sorry for most of the other characters, but her, she feels sorry for herself enough. There's a lot of love when it comes to Marie, but it's all the love me, myself, and I kind of thing. When Eva is sick, Marie says the weight of the worry is making her sick too. But when St. Clair says the doctor that's looking after Eva can help her, she says the doctor, the one looking after her own kid, isn't good enough for her. Whenever anyone that cares about her is around, she complains about how they don't understand her pain. But when, spoiler alert, her daughter and husband die, she says, poor me. Number 3, Marie St. Clair is the fabric by which all red flags are made. The only nice thing, and by nice I mean not critical or condescending, the only nice thing Marie ever said to her husband was, "Why is Marie even in the book if she doesn't change? She's a one-dimensional character. All she does is continually disappoint the reader by showing up. But there's a method to the madness. Marie plays the part of darkness to show how bright everyone else is. By the end of the story, all the other characters in her life are better. Well, dead, but better. Eva speaks up for the slaves and continually fights to give them a rest from their mistress. St. Clair tries to free Uncle Tom and probably would have done the same for all his slaves had he not died first. And Miss Ophelia becomes an abolitionist. But Marie, in the face of all these changes, she's still the same. And the contrast shows how everyone else is moving away from slavery, but she stays with it. The treatment of her slaves progressively gets worse, not because she is getting worse, but because everyone else is getting better, moves away, or dies. One scene that I really love and hate at the same time is when Marie is talking to her cousin, Miss Ophelia, who's staying with the family to help organize the house and run things since Marie is sick all the time. Marie talks about how she quietly bears her burdens and her headaches and never would tell anyone how much she suffers and that she is a saint and of a mother and wife and never complains or asks for anything. And Miss Ophelia gives the 1800s novel version of side-eye. I did write other things about Marie, But let's switch our focus and look at the positive aspects of her character, such as, if you want more brain-stimulating stuff, you can click over here for another video, and over here to stay up to date on all we got going on.